Yeah, I'm thinking about this just fucking trashy shit, bro. Vampyr. There's a little graveyard in the back. Take responsibility for your actions, lad. For you could fuck up and change the whole. Yeah, come on, yeah. Loud, please. Come on, mate. Don't be short. Please loud. Come on, yeah. Come on. Oh, it's like these clothes, and then okay, I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Nice fingers, yeah. Yeah. Speaker. Oh yeah, music's gonna be turned down a bit because I'm streaming. I mean, it's banger music. It's alright. There we go. Here we go. Story mode. I don't know, like... What would be like... So do I get to explore the story still? But also, you know... Is it like, I'm interested in these two, because I never played like a Vampyr, so I'm interested in this. I'm walking in, you know, blindly, so... Fuck it, I'm gonna try this out, and I'll, I guess, try some of the mode out myself. See any difference in it. In this game, difficulties tied to your actions, the more lives you take. Easy. I'm thinking, what? I wasn't finished reading that, bruv! Quick little update, mate. I'm moving here soon. Hopefully with better internet. So my streams won't be so fucking delayed. Maybe I'll move on over to Twitch or something recording gear, who knows.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
This game's gonna be fucking sick, man. We've got sexy ass poetry.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
What the fuck? Back from the grave. Oh, get the plague bodies away from me. Wife. Dove. Oh, the man. Oh, is he conceived dead? Odd bloke that. Wife, is that you?
So thirsty.
Mum, you got any water? I need some water. Mum, you got any water, please? I need some water. Mum, please, I need some water. Mum, please give me your water. Babe. Babe, please. That was the most sensual hug I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Mary! No, no.
Oh no. He's a whole different man when the horny hits. I'm sorry, that's a sister, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, dude, that's fucked up.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
I'm thrown away now. I never meant it!
These patrols are after me! No! No! Don't shoot!
I never
This is a
meant it!
nightmare! I need to get out of here!
You got what? No? Okay.
This can't be happening!
But it is, mate.
No, please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go? Tricky bastards.
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill the king!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
They're gonna get sick of Vampire Dagger living again, that'd be fucking cool.
Who are you? Stupid beast! No, please, stop! Who are you?
There's one of them vermin!
What do you want?
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me.
I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? Ah! Ah! What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
The sun feels like it's burning me to the bone.
So the plague gave him fucking vampire-like-ism?
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Let me go!
I fucking actually, the probably burns so bad. He's a vampire. Leave me alone, man.
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? Place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Of course, some shillings, yes. Some loot. My iron sun. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire. Do not hasten the flames or ashes when they are caught on the rays of the light. No, excuse me. But it hurts them really good. I have personally trained a vampire to retrieve the silver apple in the sunlight, its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted ice, and eyesides unheardly dance and breathe and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained. It started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and I tried to send the test with fire. The bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill for good. From my enemies, but I'll treat it. We can do that. There's gonna be a lot of lore here. I've got my little machete. My life standing around with some blood. So I'll be doing that later on, I guess. Southward. It's gonna be a big map. Oh my! Yeah, I got a lot to work with. My lord. Sorts. Any goodies for me as a vampire? Any goodies? Any goodies here? What are you? Oh, he's a black member. Oh. Oh, look at you, good eye here. Give me your compass. Give me the
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an E.
They thought I steal my fucking.
That's impossible.
Oh, it's okay, it's fucking late. He took his life and it's late. Give my watch back, bitch. This is you. Fuck yeah, smoke. Oh. After killing my sister and biting her throat, I'm gonna have myself a good drink, yeah? I guess I can't see my reflection. No, I can.
Who goes there? Who's that? Are you referring to me?
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
I'm a fucking doctor, man. Only lore I know about this game is that he's a doctor. I think this seems right. Let me take that gat, yeah.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
I don't think it ever will be easy. Killing is never easy, man. Bloody diary. 15th October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night. The fever made her delirious. I had a loud noise in the morning. The big machine cement brought by the banks to get a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of medical shovel, kind of shovel. Anybody could go there, ask for some what? Becky was gotta say. 16th October. I totally went with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry's been closed and there's no more jobs nearby. 19th October. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and came. Some sleepy days on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far and I feel the EMR makes me cry. Yeah, she hears voices outside now. She says she wants to meet. Where would I find Nate? Tomorrow I'll back at the house to put this in my routers. 21st October. The men with the mechanical shovel had started digging the mass graves. I had shells last night, they were attacked. No, there were only a few boats throwing bodies day and night in a giant hole. It smells terrible. I should have left this house a few weeks ago. Perhaps a week ago. But Becky, she used to leave rather die, she said with a mess smell. Why is she torturing herself? 22nd October. Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. And I can hear her crying in my room and says, I retrieved a gun I hid in the ceiling since the war. Like the house. I'm ready to use it to put myself and my own wife. 23rd October. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door asking for my help, begging me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It would not be long. I pray to God it will end soon. 24th October. I was so hungry. I tried to get inside this morning. Becky was sitting in an armchair while I was singing. She was panting like a dog, looking at me like that moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I wanted to get at her sore face, but did not act. I pulled the trigger. I went back to my room. Damn, that's fucked up, man. That is rough, my brother. He shoot himself in the head. So I'm guessing I can nap to continue the story.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
Ah! What a start, Jesus. Vampyr. Oh fuck, man. Watch him, he healed. Watch him as he takes off that shirt.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Evolution. I have better later involve and rest. Spend any experience points to will improve your vampire skills. The most living ability is autoology. Autophagy. When you're blood into your normal okay, sounds rather reasonable, mates. The vampire uses the blood of his blood to heal normal and overly damage, increasing his flesh nerve and bone regeneration. With time, this vampire breed can be extremely powerful and result to surprisingly unwary vampire hunter. We think of vampires as immortal, but if you can block their natural capabilities, they are more vulnerable than you think. Oh, I'm going to like this game. So you could put some stuff in some claws, aggressive, a blood spear. What the hell is that? So I get claws, a blood spear, and a shadow mist. They all cost each 1,000. Yeah, about 1,000. Shadow mist. I'm gonna read the one. Okay. As natural predators, vampires have received some gifts from Mother Nature. They're like claws instead of fingernails. These natural weapons that can easily cut through tissue are very useful for piercing or grazing arteries. If you use your claws, you will see humans differently, like soft and tender meat. That seems only natural. I can throw that. Gonna need some biting skills here too soon.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
I'm in quarantine, this is what it's like in my house normally. Got a dead corpse here, hello Da. You know, corpse down there, it's my... This is how my home room looks like. What is it? What bloke's in my home? What are you doing in my house?
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
These blokes trying to get in the home.
Here's the nature.
Here!
My head's spinning.
That doesn't feel so good, fucking.
I cannot enter.
Yes, I'm gonna kill some people.
It's locked.
Fuck. Ah. Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm still in Southwark.
How you doing, Cole?
I must reach the
Warming
West
your
End.
own door.
Oh, I'm streaming.
Streaming.
Yeah.
I cannot enter.
I cannot enter.
Over there! There's one of them!
Oh, sick, dude.
Die, vermin!
A strength I never knew I had.
Oh, you're a vampire, bro. Alice be a loot, eh? Alice be a loot. Oh, no loot.
It's locked, all right.
So we can go down here.
Easy does it, boys!
This shouldn't
We have to stop!
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
This game is cool, dude. Ah, what the fuck?
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Wait, you figured that out now, bro. You just came back from the dead. I would either be scared or proud that I'm a fucking non-human anymore, man. No more human responsibilities. Now I can feed on corpses. It's a sad life, but it's honest work. So we're gonna explore a little bit. You know, see what's poppin'. Quarantine. Contagious disease, which will then to leave go without that or local thought. You know what the rise and be deployed with the shall also destroy Luke's guard. The king and country needs you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
And I'm sure the man who did it all was the man you're trying to see.
I have this thirst for blood.
Ah, no, you can eat rats.
It's despicable.
That's gnarly, bro. I'm gonna get in here, the lock.
I cannot enter. It's locked.
I have this thirst for blood. I'm sorry if I just crawl over these railings and get in there. Oh.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
That's what iron deficiency feels like. Just be like, I can now control it. Give me all shillings, man. This game is actually pretty subpar. I like it.
I cannot enter.
Come here, little rat.
I have this thirst for blood.
I don't need to feed it anymore. JK can rap.
What will London have to say to me?
Simply just like, you're fucked, bro.
It's locked, all right. I've so many questions unanswered.
So is it gonna be like my, you know, master vampire?
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it.
He looks awful, bro.
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
I kind of regret not going up that thing because I realized I was going to take me to the next chapter. Can I possibly go back and see? I'll do later. I'm gonna go see if I can go back. I do want to go see what that stuff I was talking about, because there might be some more loot I could get. Get a few upgrades, yeah. I'll make it quick though. I cannot control the dizziness. What? Oh. Just loading the bits. Loading the bits and the writs. Oh, it's scary, Jesus. I'll wear back the blood later. Do you want to go back and check out this quarantine zone over here? Okay, there was nothing up here. So all that I went back for nothing. Oh, the bears are back. That's a switch chat, I guess. Join the British lads at the ranks, yeah. For good country, fucking good country. Do it for your country, lad. So it doesn't really matter if going up there was just like one of this. I'm guessing there's like really no loot to like find in this game, unless you find it in random places. Unless they'll eventually put some stuff in the barrels for me to like look around in. I'm coming for them wee rats. Come here, little rat. Come here, little wee rat. Come here. Don't run for me, mate. I need that food. Yeah. Yeah. So I just gotta go explore and kill folk. Limehouse duck.
Where has everyone gone?
Little mouse. Nom. Doesn't really give me anything, does it? Dude. That ain't enough, bruv. Is there crafting in this game? Neat little stuff there. Oh, I forgot about the firearms. I could do something with them. I'll come back here later. I don't know how much stuff I've started doing, so.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turtle's
Turquoise turtle.
Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
Hey, Puff.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bot. See?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Alright, prick.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
The sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog. Hey.
Hey.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
Ah, PlayStation. I love how you just gotta bring you back to reality for 1 second.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog?
The
What's
sewer
that?
dog.
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the bar lady, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
You could always do.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Damn, bruh. She ain't want to talk to me. Why is that lass not want to talk to me? I'm a good man.
Oh, God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about
You know
the
about the
murders?
bars.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
You died from
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Honestly.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
This is so relatable to COVID right now, dude.
It's dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. Professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Yes. Dyson Delaney. Somewhat. Something Irish. Yeah, his blood won't be running as much as his fatigue and he's a little bit drunk.
This is no place to be. Freeway has several patrols roaming the area. They're looking for vampires. They're low suspicion.
There are local men think that the killer has been identified.
I have a conversation, but I require it.
Let me see you do this for him.
Please, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Okay, Alfred.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
Come on, victim to molestation. You got some good blood quality.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precise rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. For a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
And I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. Oh my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
He was good mates with Tom. So we're gonna be our few assailants here. This is a pretty fun game, I like it. It's giving me some old detective vibes.
May I disturb you again?
You're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Yeah, come on, but cut kid, yeah.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
He's got a bit of problems, yeah.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Would you like to know more? Call the loyal fleet crew. So I could join, because it's possible I could join their fleet. Just got a few fucking soldiers there. Ah, the blokes over here. What
body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
That's so cool. P1 gunner. P1 mauler. Hunters over here. I must be careful.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Oh, here is it. See, he was a soldier, and a doctor. My Zeit fuck up. Let's drink the bucket here. Okay. Yeah, all these guys are soldiers, they don't.
Stupid beast! Murdering bastard! He's dead! Over there! There's one of them. You'll be
Bloody leech.
I cannot enter.
Wait, I fucking shotgun, baby. Oh. Oh. Got a shotgun. Oh. I use the shotgun. but I don't want a shotgun. If I think the war is done, then heaven don't take me back. You just all looking bloke away. Anyways,
fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. This place reeks of bloodshed.
You're my last and dearest friend.
I can't feel it. Oh, please, let go of me.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe so. I already have.
okay.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
You got any loot here, William? Any loot? Nope, no loot. Alright. Let's go then.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
No, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Scowl. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed. A surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
You can make a choice.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane. for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we...
See here. Oh yes, I look dapper. See here. Oh yes, I look dapper.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Rotten old crystal. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. The guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up, dude.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Embrace this man.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fuck me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a device.
Kinda didn't want to do that. But he's such a dictatorial person.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
I'm not expecting to be.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
I'm curious, is this World War I? And look at the military outfits.
Perhaps I should. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Fair enough, bro.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Now you can buy a shotgun. Stab bullets, bruv. I'll come back later.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Kingsway's Lightning. Daily routes. That's not my office. What am I doing? Silly me. My office over here. So I'm gonna see what the side quest is about. Actually, while I'm here. I fucked with this coat though, dude. It looks nice. Let me dig in the trash like a hobbit. Some grease. Rent and flu, yes, Spanish. Cover each car with knees. It's a handkerchief. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. To make a mask, take a piece of ordinary cheesecloth, 8 8 by 16 inches, fold it to make it 8 inches. Next, fold this to make it 8 by 4 inches. Cords about 10 inches long for each corner. Apply with mouth, nose, and chin picture. Issued by LLC Board House. Welcome to what am I looking for here?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
You got any loot for me? Scouts. Oh, he's got a little wife named Pippa. That's just wholesome. Any more skulls in the whereabouts? No. Guess not. I want to seriously try the passion blue one.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey man, we gotta eat somehow, right? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me look here a little bit and head on back. Shouldn't be here.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked.
Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Rum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again. We have a few cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Sheller? The old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago. And the flat is already occupied again. Jeez. You'd have to pay me a huge amount of money to go to sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. So I did not took the time to quickly answer your first letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad, and my job at the factory, I hardly find time to write this is my favourite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad. My mum says you should bring back some of those marvellous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always the jobs at the factory. Wages are shit. There's always mornings a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new friend, so no, I'm no slut, you more bitch, you. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, then you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The God or Prune or something like that. Never heard of them. They are, like you said, some sort of civil militia which trying to make a difference. But maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France. By eating too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can. Give me all the good news before that. I'm your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mom and Dad. People Hawkins. So yeah, I guess that's Milton's fiance. Where the hell is Milton? Where's the bro vet? Hello, man. Milton, French or what, bruv?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
It's true.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Fair, fair. I mean, you seem like a very jolly man. I don't want to ruin your life. Anyways.
Goodbye, Milton.
I should really get on about now. I must be getting on there. I don't know if there's missed opportunities in this game, so I'm gonna go check out my boy Edgar.
Not now.
Okay. Come on, I mean...
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
So Rob told you the most approved approach of Vampyr to the most intriguing physical and physical portraits the scientific and rational eye. He has some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years, while interviewing a few vampires. Or Ekin, as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed, a vampire can act and move like a mortal in no restrictions, but the trained eye will spot their most keenest senses, and can react quicker than a mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, and restrictively, I've seen a vampire most effectively as can they not argue and trying to read quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, and restrictively, I've seen a few vampire move who harm and I cannot follow their movements. So quickly, it's almost as if they had vanished just to appear somewhere else. Even I cannot follow the movements when they act so quickly. But this is not a teleport or dematerialization. It's only supernatural. It's not something for me. It's like a tribute, which forces them to run, dodge, jump, or longer as faster than us. I also noticed that there's such speed to exhaust them, and there are no boundaries for limitations. Minimalism. One of the most powerful abilities in a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism. It has nothing to do with the mortal's ability to alter a subject's mental state. The vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can break a mind. A vampire interviewed even told me more subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage would be. As if the vampire could literally fracture their target's sight. The same vampire explained to me that its ability required a time to master. And the result could vary wildly from one subject to another. Implement a force memory, a race apart, painful one, possibly endless, and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic of all, considering vampires since it's the cause of many tragedies from them to end us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenzy, drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function, express their force in natural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, the need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood around them. Inside warm bodies, through walls, on supposedly clean blood, etc. The same vampire could even tell me if he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill. And in some cases, he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in their own flesh. If this is true, he has so many medical applications that must beg his belief. So I can see if anybody has AIDS. That's cool. Oh, there's a vampire like this in Ecken.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
It needs water, like I need blood. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Krantz to an office for you on the second floor. Please forgiven. Posterior direction, the Pembroke Hospital's not that good rates. So to let you discover your office alone, I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just 10 minutes more effective. I also gave orders to let you rest. For the staff, they never enter your room. Also be to sleep all day without being disturbed. You will get married without raising suspicion. I'm afraid this place is quite a mess. Be able to conduct experiments here at your own pace. This window said there's an open window with a scaffold that will allow you to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new or disturbing that illness almost for you. Believe me, I've studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing or feeling. Be assured, I'll do whatever I can do to help you with this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I've met you. These dark times are pleasantly facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We will talk soon. This is to the Edgar Griffiths Monsieur. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I've discovered about Ecken in the latest years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use the knowledge to take advantage of me. I'm not gonna bite you, mate. I need your help. Okay. So, a light regeneration energy. I need a water supply, a blood sample, a glass vial, and some sugar-drawn solution.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
His eyes look so
There's
fucked.
so much time.
So we need to find some blood and water and all sorts of good stuff to make concoctions and potions and serums. This game is already just basically just a Vampire Witcher, which I kind of do dig. Like, I dig this shit. So many abilities, so little time. No, this is an ultimate. Oh, I'll level them more. Like an ultimate. I'm already doing so fine already. Plus I need to make these extra. So these are passive skills, they're active skills, okay. Rage. Abyss. I'm actually curious, what is the next Vampire the Masquerade coming out?
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
What you need?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
I shouldn't just lash at her, but, come on, man. I'll read that later. A bottle of cheap gin. I'm sure I can make some of these out of medicals and syringes and stuff in case I need to heal myself and get like in some big trouble.
It's locked, all right.
It's bloomin' locked, alright. It's bloody locked. Bloody locked. Some shotgun shells. It's bloody locked, alright. There's gotta be zombies in there, some skulls and dirty little Ekans. Leon's Morgue. Yeah, there's some scars in there, it's nuts. There's some blood in this area. This is kind of scary. Not going to lie. Hello, am I here? I never and this was not here. You're violating medical procedures of being. You might want to leave this place. It's not for you. Should not be in this place. So, search the room. Yeah. Pretty much. Alright, anyways. Onward. A rogue skill.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
So like plague zombies from Dishonored, right? Interesting. Crime in a glass wire. Give me not such stuff here.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Just fucking ends this shit right there, dude. Nope. Okay. So there's some boys up here. Nobody up here. Anybody in my morgue adventure? Oh, 3 rich blood sample. Ooh, yes. There is some sodium hypochlorite. Yes, of course. Whoa! Whoa, man! What the hell? What the hell was he doing here, man?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
It's meat. That was kind of scary. He almost fucking nabbed me, little jabber. Alright. Local investigations. Oh, hey. So, citizen investigations. Citizen investigations. Okay. So I done something for him. Found the cause of death. Oh. Officer's hospital examiner. Investigation. Descendant Samuel Connor. Race Caucasoid? I have not heard that at all. Male, 39. Home address unknown. Occupation fisherman. Type of death unnatural. Protocol effect fast progressing virus increase pulmonary consolidation. Spanish influenza. Examination attendees. Dr. Corin Tippets. Nurse Gwyneth Bonadon. Signature of medical examiner. Dr. Corin Tippets.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Oh, fuck, I got a knife now. Got me a knife, yeah. In that box. Nope. Alright, could we do some surgery on him?
It's locked, all right.
Or him, the female inside.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
What, doing an autopsy?
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean. The chest has been reopened.
Am I looking at his chest?
A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
You fucked up, man. Can't be doing that. You fucked up, Tippett. You should not be giving lethal doses of anesthetics. Okay? That's just not right, man. I have to be here, my bad. My bad, I'm stupid. Okay. There you go. It's fun using vampiric powers. anything here? Some sorts. There's got to be. It's got to be me. Got to be some stuff here. Here's a skull somewhere. Sounds like it's over here. Anyone got a ciggy? This sounds creepy as fuck. This guy's dead. He smells warm.
Scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Makes my throbbing vampiric pain hard. I don't wonder why I'm good. I make everything so awkward. Here's a bench. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna use my bookcase hatchets here. Hacksaw is a proper doctor. I think I'll what else was damage on this? 15, 10. I think I'll try this one out a bit. So we don't have any more stuff. I'm gonna go trigger apart from my boy Milton. Me boy Milton. I would cry if anything happened to that couple. They're very wholesome.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Nothing else I should worry about in this desolate place of operation. Because we still hear some more of those damned skulls. Ah, there you are. I don't need your blood. Actually, I kind of do. Get over here, you damn skull. Feed. Yes. Watching some queen. I could also probably use this place as an XP farm.
It looks like a lot of skulls coming to just feeding corpses.
Well, I'm really digging this game. It sounds like a good story game to play like when I'm bored or something. Not like when I'm fine. Got the stream here soon. Where is this said person? Hello, sir. You've done some very wrong things, and here's we make a break of it.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh, something.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value.
Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to...
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
I mean, I just wanted to help people. But if you want to be a fucking
Thank you for your time.
prick,
We'll talk
yeah?
later.
Continue on your little thing there. Everyone's...
Oh, sweet girl.
Let me just speak to Milton. Hey, yo, Milton. Yeah, bro. What is he looking for? Who's this lot?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
It is indeed. Quite used back here.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses are already resigned.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Oh shit, my god. Opened the menu on accident.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Doing his best. I'm a little confused on the subtitles here. I could use that, but I really don't want to influence her poor little mind, so... Okay.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
And neither was I.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did.
Can I make another toast?
I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brennan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk.
That just does it over. Okay.
Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake?
So it does. Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright. We got to look around for this bloke. Clipper.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Are you really though?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need no blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howard?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefied, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in night. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I mean, I just killed some not that long ago. But alright.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
That was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's mind, you see?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
She's apparently healthy, though. Swanswa. To my assumptions, this guy might be my doctor I'm looking for. Him. Teammate.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Indeed, sir.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share.
Epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I like his enthusiasm.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling
now. No, we are not.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Damn. Hi. I don't want to mess with this guy. He's cool.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Rough.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Damn. Okay, I'll...
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Is there a save system to this game so I don't, like, have to worry about saving and possibly jeopardizing? Well, it's good playing this game. Probably going to continue it in the future. It's pretty great.